When a spouse leaves this world, silence sits in every corner of the home. The voice that once filled the kitchen is gone, and even the smallest daily sounds remind you that life has changed forever. Then envelopes from Social Security begin to arrive, filled with official words that seem to belong to someone else. Each document holds numbers that quietly decide how you will live for the next decades. The program looks mechanical, yet inside it are promises built over years of shared work. Today, we are going to uncover the hidden rules that shape how widows between age 60 and 70 receive Social Security in 2026. The first hidden truth is that every number has a story. Social Security was designed to prevent families from falling into poverty after the loss of a wage earner. Over time, the system grew more complex, adding layers that even representatives sometimes struggle to explain. What makes the difference is not memorizing every rule, but seeing how timing, work history, and age connect like gears in a single clock. When you understand that motion, the fear of making a mistake fades away. In 2026, a widow can begin survivor benefits at age 60. This first doorway looks like rescue in a moment of grief, but it carries a lifelong price. The payment at age 60 equals about 71.5% of what your late spouse earned at full retirement age. That reduction stays forever unless you withdraw and restart later. Few people realize that early action fixes the lowest base for every future cost of living increase. Let's make the numbers real. If your husband's full retirement benefit was $3,100, claiming at 60 would bring about $2,200 each month. Waiting until age 62 raises it near $2,540. At 64, about $2,880. At full survivor age, generally 66 to 67, you reach the full amount of $3,100. The difference can seem small, but across 20 years, that choice can be worth more than $200,000. Think of two friends, Helen and Laura. Helen filed at 60 because she needed help paying her mortgage. Laura waited until full survivor age. By their 70s, Laura received $900 more every month. That single difference reshaped both of their retirements. The rule is simple. Timing is not just about patience, it is about lifelong stability. Alongside timing sits the earnings test, another invisible thread in the web of rules. In 2026, if you are under full survivor age and earn more than about $23,000 a year, Social Security holds back $1 of benefits for every $2 you earn above that limit. Many people panic when they see the first withholding notice, believing money has been lost. In truth, those dollars are stored for you. Once you reach full survivor age, the system recalculates and credits those withheld amounts back through higher checks. It is not punishment, it is delay. This understanding turns work into choice rather than fear. You can keep earning and know exactly how it affects your future benefits. When your pay slips show that your career continues to build your record, you realize that Social Security is adjusting, not punishing. A clear conversation with a representative can confirm your numbers and calm your mind. Your own work record is always running in the background. That record builds the second lane of Social Security, your personal retirement benefit. You can collect only one benefit at a time, but are free to switch when the other becomes larger. Many widows miss this opportunity because no one mentions it clearly. Coordinating these two lanes is one of the most powerful tools inside the program. Imagine Sarah, who began survivor benefits at 60 with about $2,300 per month. She kept working 3 days a week, and by 70, her own record had grown to $2,900. She switched to her personal benefit, adding $600 every month for life. That upward move came from patience and awareness, not risk or luck. This flexibility exists because Social Security recognizes that not every career runs on a straight path. Some people pause work to raise children or care for parents. Others face illness or layoffs, then return later. The system allows both survivor and personal records to operate together, so those who give years to family are not permanently left behind. When you use both records in sequence, you honor both your spouse's career and your own. Cost of living adjustments, or COLA, are the quiet helpers everyone forgets. Each January, Social Security raises benefits to match inflation. A deep misunderstanding circulates that if you delay filing, you lose those raises. The truth is the opposite. All COLA increases between the time your spouse passed away and the day you claim are rolled into your starting amount. Waiting does not erase them. It stacks them up until the moment you begin your benefits. That invisible growth means each year of patience adds real money before your first dollar arrives. If inflation continues at about 3% yearly, as projected for 2026, 2 years of waiting adds roughly 6% to your starting amount. Thinking of it this way changes waiting from a sacrifice into an investment. Knowledge saves more than guesswork ever could. At age 65, Medicare begins, and this intersection often creates confusion. Widows sometimes believe that enrolling in health insurance means they must claim Social Security at the same time. These two systems share data, but work on separate timelines. You can safely enroll in Medicare while leaving your survivor benefit untouched until it reaches full value. Always confirm details with both offices to avoid rushed filing. As full survivor age approaches, usually between 66 and 67, you reach the highest stable payment based on your spouse's record. Wage limits disappear. The withheld months from the earnings test are recalculated and returned through slightly larger checks. This stage is where everything you have waited for aligns. It marks the end of reduction penalties and the beginning of equilibrium. From 68 through 70, another set of opportunities appears. Survivor benefits stop growing after full age, but your personal record continues to expand with delayed credits about 8% a year until 70. If your earnings record builds higher than the survivor payment, you can switch lanes easily. A quick appointment and a short form complete the process. This switch rewards those who stay patient and allows final growth before the plateau of 70. The option to withdraw an application still exists for those who made quick decisions in the fog of loss. If you claimed survivor benefits early and later regret it, you may repay what you have received and restart at a higher rate. This rule can be used once, designed precisely to give second chances to those who needed help immediately after tragedy. It is quiet but powerful. Ask about it if your situation fits. Remarriage introduces feelings as well as financial change. The law draws a clear line. If you remarry before age 60, survivor benefits from your first spouse generally end. If you remarry after 60, those benefits remain yours. This birthday is not just symbolic, it holds decades of financial weight. Couples who know this often plan their ceremony with care, balancing heart and security together. Tax planning also matters and often determines how much of your benefit you actually keep. When your combined income, meaning half of your Social Security plus other earnings or withdrawals, passes $25,000, up to 50% of your benefit can become taxable. When combined income passes $34,000, up to 85% can be taxed. Managing pension withdrawals or part-time income wisely can keep your total below those lines. A short visit with a tax professional each year protects you from costly surprises. Let's revisit the official 2026 Survivor Chart. It confirms the following. 71.5% of a spouse's benefit at 60. Roughly 82% at 62. 93% at 64. And full 100% at 66 or 67, for a benefit of $3,100. That equals $2,200 at 60, $2,540 at 62, $2,880 at 64, and $3,100 at full age. For a smaller record of $2,400 at 60, $1,940 at 62, $2,230 at 62, $2,230 at 64, at full age. Watching these numbers side by side shows you exactly what patience creates. 3 mistakes appear most often in conversations with widows. The first is filing at 60 without realizing the total lifetime loss. The second is assuming remarriage cancels benefits at any age. The third is ignoring your own retirement record's potential. Avoiding these mistakes transforms confusion into confidence. It is worth rechecking your plan once each year to ensure you remain on the best path. Here is your clear action checklist. Log into your Social Security account and review your spouse's work record. Keep physical copies of marriage certificates, birth certificates, and both Social Security cards together. Record your projected survivor benefit for each key age between 60 and 70. Test different dates using the online calculator. Write the results on a single page so you can see the pattern. Review income sources with a financial advisor or tax specialist. Confirm that your Medicare enrollment happens separately from Social Security if you choose to delay filing. Repeat this review after each annual COLA announcement. Knowledge brings calm. Every time you read your notes or open your online account, uncertainty shrinks a little more. Across months, patience grows into practical wisdom. The same resilience that carried you through loss now shapes your future with order instead of fear. Social Security exists because years of partnership created it. Survivor benefits are not a handout. They are the return of earned security, timing, coordination, and awareness. Let that effort continue protecting you. Education is the light that transforms paperwork into peace. If you remember only one idea from this conversation, hold on to this. Information is income. Every choice built on understanding adds real value to the same benefit others might accept blindly. Clarity pays better than hurry ever could. By 2026, Social Security remains strong for those who know how to use it wisely. Between ages 60 and 70, each regulation hides a stepping stone leading upward from loss toward independence. Beyond the numbers, this is also about courage, patience, and respect for what you and your spouse built. Learning these hidden rules ensures that his work continues to guard your comfort. When your next payment arrives in your account, take a moment to feel gratitude instead of confusion. That deposit represents both a lifetime of effort and your new understanding of how to protect it. You have turned grief into guidance and uncertainty into control. Every widow who learns these lessons passes them forward automatically. When you explain them to someone newly widowed, you give hope disguised as instruction. One conversation can double another person's security. In that way, knowledge becomes kindness, and kindness becomes part of the legacy you both share. As you move through this decade, remember that nothing within Social Security is truly hidden anymore. You now see how age, timing, and personal growth fit together. Each year gives another chance to adjust, to review, and to breathe easier. The hidden rules between 60 and 70 are simply invitations to plan. Now that you understand them, you hold both the map and the confidence to walk it with steady steps.